What? You didn't finish that.
Oh, I said, soon I'm gonna be a 2 terabyte guy on my hard drive. Because my 2015 computer was 500 gigabyte, 512, and then this one's a 1 terabyte, and it's already kind of looking like it's a little tight. It's enough, but it's tight. So my next one might be 2. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, I gotta do this afterwards. Open and find her. Yeah, no. Okay, let's start the show, yeah? Okay, here we go. All right, we did it. We made it once again. We've been consistent once a week for as long as we've had this happening, as long as the show's been going. So, good run, because we've been cutting it close. As of late, we kept pushing them back. It started on Mondays. Now we're doing on Sundays, and it's been shifting one day at a time.
Yeah.
So it's been creeping up. But I think this is pretty good. I think no official dates. You get it when you get it. All right. How you feel? It's Easter today, is it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, today's Easter, today.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what is the significance of Easter to non-religious
That's what I was trying to figure out.
people?
Well, even religious-wise, what is it? I don't know. You know what?
Something about Jesus? I'm not 100%.
The resurrection,
Is it the resurrection?
right?
I don't know.
You just said that and I remember the resurrection.
Something
And
like that, but
anyways.
yeah.
Growing up, how did you celebrate Easter?
We went at school. They hid eggs. They did that thing.
Oh.
And then, like my mom, she was like, I grew up like super Catholic, and so we would go to church. But I wouldn't be listening or nothing, because it was so boring. And I was a kid. I just wanted to play, you know.
That's it? That's all you guys would do?
Yeah, it wasn't a big thing. Easter was never a big thing. What would you do?
We would go to the park.
It was a thing for you, huh?
All day. Yeah. We'd go to the park all day. We'd wake up like at 3, 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
And then we'd go to the park and stay there. They would open at 6.
Mm-hmm.
Get there, we eat breakfast, set up and everything. And then we would leave like around 7 or 8 p.m.
Yeah.
It would be an all day thing.
Gee, that sounds exhausting.
No, it was a lot of fun. Growing up, imagine like the
as a
huge
kid,
park.
but for your mom,
They
especially?
liked it. Yesterday, they liked it. They were They were a little tired, but they had fun.
I guess it's different when it's your children.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I've heard parents, they like to just watch their children have fun.
Yeah, that's happiness.
Yeah. That's happiness? That's your happiness?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, today we're doing something like that, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna be out there running around like a madman trying to catch these kids on camera.
There's a jumper.
Do a little edit. Oh, and a jumper. That should be fun. Okay. Let's do this. Let's hop into some stories, yeah? What a weird, awkward transition. But our current administration is fucking crazy. So, headline reads, sex change surgeries for kids okay with Biden. So, this is a very touchy subject, right?
Mm-hmm.
The idea of allowing children to start their conversion or transitioning process without the parents' consent is crazy to me.
Ugh.
But Joe Biden, your boy, well, not your boy, not our boy, and hopefully none of our viewers' boy, he's for it. This is crazy to me. Thoughts?
Ugh, that's so nasty. That's. Ugh. I remember, like, there was something we were listening to, and it was a TikTok, right, where there was like a bunch of people saying like they're coming for your kids.
Yeah, that's right.
And
There was a
someone
whole
brought it up.
song about it.
Yeah, and there was someone that brought it up, like saying like, oh yeah, they weren't joking around. They really are coming for the kids.
Yeah.
That's why that's scary. Like already in kinder, they're starting to talk about like not sexual things, but sex change and how do you feel today, like boy girl wise and stuff.
Right.
And I think that's why, I was thinking about it right now that I saw this. Probably that's why my cousin doesn't want to send her baby to school. Maybe those are one of the reasons, because one of
Hopefully
our
she goes so we could talk to her about it.
yeah, that's cool. I like what she's doing.
Yeah.
I really like what she's doing, and
We'll fill the people in.
my cousin has a baby that is
She's
a year
one,
old.
yeah.
Yeah, and she has only I think a 3-month vaccination stuff. But other than that, nothing else. And it's per choice of hers, and she doesn't want to send her to school.
So she's gonna homeschool her. Yeah.
She wants to homeschool her. But this getting brought up is because there was a new patient. I don't know if it was last week or this week. The mom, she quit her job. She was an engineer.
Yeah.
She quit her job to homeschool her kids because she was learning, like she was looking at the curriculums here in the U.S. because they're from the Philippines.
Yeah.
And she was looking at the curriculums here and she was saying no. Her and her husband sat down and talked and she was just like, our kids cannot go here. Like they cannot go to school here.
That's a good parental move.
Yeah.
You do it for your kids, right?
Yeah.
Because as soon as you have kids, that's the goal. I think in life, you got to raise them. Prior to that, I mean, build your empire. But we'll talk to her. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Because
that's interesting.
You
Yeah,
gotta support that kind of stuff, and I feel like we kind of gotta start building towards a future that's away from this, and it sounds like it's gonna be homeschooling. It has to be homeschooling, especially if you live in California, or it depends on your state. Because I know Florida's not having any of that. Certain states aren't doing that, right? But if you live in a crazy blue state, what are your options?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is crazy, especially without parental consent. Get the fuck out of here. Thoughts? Do we have any liberals? Anybody who's for this, that it's a child's choice? Do we have any of those people? If so, let us know why.
Yeah.
Let us know why. But it's a definitive no here at Casa de Kami. Okay, let's change subjects real quick. The EV, we've talked about the way they look in the past.
Yeah.
Right? And this kind of is a depiction of how they all look. Kind of flat. That's what I summed it up as. They all look bland. Bland's the word. Because I remember in like the late 1990s and the early 2000s, everything was bubbly. All the cars. Do you remember? No?
I was a toddler. I don't know.
Oh, no shit. You were born in 1994. Okay. Well, when you were born, all the cars were bubbly. Okay? They all kind of look the same. And I was a fan of the boxy cars. But I don't mean boxy like this. Can you call that boxy? Not really. It looks bland. That's the best word I can come up with. It doesn't have curves, but it doesn't have those edges. It's just kind of like baby-proofed, it looks like. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that one looks that bad.
This is one of the better ones, but a lot of them look similar to this.
Yeah.
This is the look.
They look like Priuses.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Because all of them, I think they do. Like the one that you had, it looked like a Prius. It looked like a Prius.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit.
A little bit. But it looked similar to, like if you parked it next to this car.
No.
I'm just saying, it would look like it belongs in this genre of cars.
I don't know, that looks like a RAV4.
Kind of. There's something about it. Maybe it's because they don't have grills. Now that I'm looking at this, it's just flat here. Because cars usually have grills.
Does mine have grills?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Anyway, this is the steering wheel I'm talking about. I mentioned it last episode.
Yeah.
It's just awkward.
That is.
Very awkward.
Hey, that's what we say right now, but who knows? Like, if down the road we get a car like that, we might end up liking it.
Yeah. I'm assuming the sensitivity is crazy on this one. Like, it doesn't turn all the way around. Like, you're not using your hands to go like that. It's just, it locks up like right here.
Who knows? Who knows? Because you know how like we've turned before, like, you know, doing that whole thing how you're doing with the circular motion. Sometimes it slides.
Sometimes,
right?
Yeah.
So maybe this is a better option too in that.
Well, what if this slides?
Will you be able to wait? Never mind, because not all of the cars. There's those grips at the top part, you know. On this one, there's those grips. Like it's not just a circle, because you know how probably it's just the older cars that have it. That it's just a circle and there's nothing like in between, like that Y thing, you know, where you can grip on to turn.
Okay.
Because I'm saying here you can grab onto the handle, the top part, and turn it. Does that make sense?
I don't understand what you just said. But
I'll explain it to you with the car.
I'm talking crap right now, but I really haven't. I've never tried this. So it might be cool.
It looks so futuristic.
It does
though.
look futuristic, and the more I look at it, the more I'm like, oh man,
It looks pretty
you
cool.
get a better view of this right here, of all the information.
Yeah.
Not to say like it's been a thing
To look at.
for sure, because I drive fast and I don't give a fuck, right?
Oh.
But yeah, let us know what you think. Are you a fan of this? Have you ever tried it? Let's get some real world reviews for anyone who's ever driven a car like this. Is this steering wheel the future? Are you for it? I'm a fan of the screens.
They're too big.
You think so?
You don't need that.
Yes, you do, for
No,
the
you
navigation.
don't. Oh my god.
I'm using my phone still. And I got a screen. It's just those old DVD players. I got a 2002 Ford Explorer. I love it. I really like it. It looks mean. I got that cage on it. Not like this thing. I feel like if I ran into this car with my vehicle, I would kill the person inside and everybody in it, because this thing would just crumble.
See, even your car is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like how my aunt was saying. I'm just gonna keep that.
Say that.
What my aunt said.
Yeah.
We were talking about babies and how my brother's kids are like spitting images of them. Like they don't look too much like their moms.
Mm-hmm.
And that the genes are strong. And my aunt looked at me and said, like, oh, like if your babies get, your genes, they would they would be like kind of like a gorilla, like big shoulders and buff and walking around. Like, just imagine a gorilla walking around. It was so funny.
Yeah, you know what? I gotta beef up my avatar. This is not a good depiction. This makes me look like I'm skinny.
Yeah.
People don't know. I'm like, my arms are like double the size. I'm fucking buff. I'm like 6 feet tall. Okay, let's move on, shall we? Oh, I was saying though, my Explorer is one of the more bubbly ones,
Okay.
but it has that cage
Yeah. You
in
can't
front
really
of
see
it. So
yeah.
I feel like that's it's like the yin and yang, right? It's both. It's a good balance of meanness and that softness. Okay, that is all. Let's see here. So CNN recently came out with an app. So they're getting fewer than 10,000 views a day, which is not a lot.
Dang.
And I think this is good. People are waking up. They know this is a corrupt organization.
Yeah.
This is literally fake news. Whether you love or hate Trump, he was right on this one. The way they spin things, if you're not up to date, or if you're just not in the know at this point, like what the hell's wrong with you? Right? They're defending pedophiles, and like the Cuomo thing was a big thing, and they got rid of them, and now they're just trying to turn a blind eye. So it looks like they're gonna have to start cutting people.
Mm-hmm.
They're in trouble. They're in trouble, and we're celebrating that. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not about this. So public service announcement: we're winning, and by we, it's like people that are for.
Wait. You talking about the wake up stuff?
Uh-huh.
So there's I need to show you the video to see what you think. I haven't seen the full video or anything, but I've seen little clips of it. It's an artist. His song like blew up. It's all over it's everywhere. What is his name? Harry Styles, I think it is. There's a song that he came out with. I have no idea. It's a new big hit. In it, like I just saw a little snip of it. It was blue and red.
Uh-huh.
And I just remember him saying it's not the same as it was. And they're like spinning in circles.
Mm-hmm.
He's wearing red and the other person's wearing blue. And I was like thinking, I wonder if this is like them talking about like woke, like being awake or whatever. Probably. I need to show you the video. I think a lot of people would know what I'm talking about. Because it went super viral.
Oh, you got to show me that. But, I mean, at the end of the day, where can you get news that's reliable, right? Because I don't think even the news on the right,
like Fox.
Yeah, I don't think they're 100% on every. Who knows? At the end of the day, I don't know, right? But I know there are certain things that my instincts go, that's
that
not right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, really, how can you tell truth from lies?
I don't think you can, because if you think about it from a news anchor's perspective,
yeah,
if there's a story you hear and you just want to throw it out there like as quick as you can, even if it's not the full story, you got it first. You threw it out there first. Even if it's not the full news story, like say like we're walking down the street and there's a huge car accident and then you see, I don't know, like someone famous or something, right? And then you post it out there like so-and-so was involved in a car crash. You were the first person to throw it out there, but that wasn't the full story.
Yeah.
But then other people come in there like, oh, he was just walking by or she was just walking by.
Yeah, it's just to get the headline. Yeah. That's what it is. So it's like, don't be so plugged into these things.
Yeah, yeah.
And but then also it's like, how would you know? Listen to your gut. I guess that's the only thing. That's kind of what I go off of, right? Because you have to. You don't know. Nobody knows. Every organization has their own agenda.
Right.
So it's kind of like a. I don't want to say who cares, because I mean this is it. It affects us, right? The restrictions, the lockdowns, it does affect us, but it's a shit show. Where do y'all get your news from? Let's get a poll going.
Watch them be you guys.
Us, damn. No. Take everything with a boulder of salt, because when it comes to worldly news like this, like who the fuck knows? And so let's be upfront about that first and foremost. We're just going with what our gut says is true. Okay, let's move on. So this lady got scammed, but I feel like this is an attack on cryptocurrencies.
Mm.
Okay, did that make sense?
Yeah, like they're going out to make them look bad.
It's just, I feel like something's happening where there's a push to get people not involved in crypto so that big companies can swoop in and get some crypto.
Yeah.
So this is a retired nurse, so they're already forming it like she has some education, and even she can get scammed. But the way she got scammed was stupid. She lost a shit ton of money, supposedly wiring a bunch of money to to a bank in East Asia. Okay, and what was it? They emailed her or something like that. Yeah, something about malware in her computer, and then they contacted her. Like, it was so cringy. Like, she had to go to one of these Bitcoin ATMs. You've seen them, right? In order to fix her problem with the malware. That just doesn't happen.
I didn't know that.
No, it's like if you're on your phone, you get an email saying, "Hey, your identity's been stolen. We have your information, and if you don't want us to tamper with it, you got to wire us some money. But you can't go to the regular bank. You have to do it through a crypto ATM."
Okay.
Don't you already smell the bullshit?
A little bit. Yeah.
And it's like, if you already had my information, why wouldn't you just open a line of credit and then just spend whatever you wanted?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so this kind of links up to stuff like this, where AMC, the mobile app, now lets you buy tickets with crypto. All right, so the big companies are trying to swoop it. This is the only way they can catch up, I think, because Bitcoin right now, I think we're at around 40 grand per Bitcoin, and so that's a lot for anybody to really buy huge sums of it. So this is the way you do it, right? You start accepting it as a form of payment.
Mm-hmm.
So this is kind of two sides of something suspicious happening, because I know PayPal bought a huge chunk of it. Who else was it? Apple is talking about adding a crypto wallet to their wallet app. So it's all integrated. People are starting to accept it, or retailers are starting to accept it, because they're trying to accumulate. This is all speculation. This is not financial advice, right? But it's weird how that previous story is pushing you away from crypto, but then all the big players are trying to get you crypto.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So does this mean it's gonna like go up?
I think there's something happening right now, especially with the shit show that's happening around the world, like the markets, right? If you look at the way everything's moving, it's so. I mean, the market goes up, it goes down. That's just like the law of the universe, right? But as far as currency, the dollar, it's non-existent. It's not backed by anything. It's not real, right? And the argument is like, well, neither is Bitcoin. Okay, true, but what's the dollar backed by at this point? It's nothing. It's also just, it's paper. And so if you know anything about crypto, there's not going to be any more Bitcoin produced or coming out after like 2024. I think there's going to be a point where no more crypto is ever made.
Oh.
Or I'm sorry, not made, but mined. And so that's what you're stuck with. So there's no creating more of it. So there's no more creating fake money like we do with the dollar. Like the dollar, they just keep printing it. Mm-hmm. And so the more they keep printing, the less it's worth.
Right.
With Bitcoin, it's just, you are the bank, and it's just more balanced. How do you break that system? Mm-hmm. If you owe more Bitcoin, you're gonna have to spend, because people, it like levels everything out. If you hold more crypto than anybody else, and then I'm gonna raise my prices, and then you're gonna pay me, and then the Bitcoin is evenly distributed now, mm-hmm. right? Because there's no more hoarding the Bitcoin,
right?
Because you have to spend money. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm making sense. Anyways, they're coming for your Bitcoin. So if you're smart, I think you invest in it at least a little bit, and I'm investing a whole lot more. I took all my money out of stocks and put it into crypto because I believe in it so much, especially with what's happening now. If you can get land, that's the move, I think, because that's hard material stuff. That's like real, and they're not making any more land either. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. This is not financial advice, but just putting this out there. I'm not trying to start conspiracies, but this is a strategic move. What's happening here? Okay, so we've been talking about this. We've been pushing for the return of the Mexican pizza. It's not official. It's not official, but the buzz is happening. Okay?
Or even that girl made that TikTok.
People are talking about what?
You remember the song that I showed you?
Oh, yeah, but yeah. So, I don't even, we just want it back.
Well,
There's really nothing to.
I don't think I've had it.
You've never had it? Oh, you don't know what you're missing.
Doesn't look that good.
It's delicious. I think the reason they got rid of it possibly was because of this shell right here. What it's made out of, it's not a regular, like when you order a tostada, it's a different tostada. It's not this. This one's like soft but crunchy. Oh, it's so good. It's so damn good. And my order used to be a Crunchwrap Supreme with added chicken or steak, and then a Mexican pizza with added chicken or steak. And when they took this off, I had to opt for two Crunchwrap Supremes, one with added chicken, one with added steak. And it's good still, but still. And also, this is not healthy food either, right? So this is on a day where it's like, who gives a crap? But I really enjoyed this, and I want this back. So I'm using my platform to push for the comeback, the return of the Mexican pizza. And then so you can try it. How many of you missed the Mexican pizza? I can't be alone in this. You know I'm not alone in this. You know I'm not alone in this. Okay. Yeah, that's all I got to say on that subject. It's just that we got to bring light to it. We got to bring as much light to the subject. Taco Bell, god damn it. I guess we can end it with this. So, countries are known to eat all kinds of crazy things, right? So I thought, what kind of countries are eating the heads of animals? Does that sound gross to you?
Yeah,
but okay, maybe you're gonna say what I'm thinking. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say my dad used to eat them.
Eat what?
The heads
of what?
Of all animals we had.
Okay.
Yeah, he would whenever we would go to like the restaurant and we would get, what are they? Is it fried fish or mojadas fried fish?
Yeah.
Okay, we would have that and we would finish it, and he would just look at us and be like, "You're not done yet."
Yeah.
And he would get all of our the fish heads, and he'd eat the eye, he'd eat like the cheeks, the brain, everything. Like and then when my mom would make like when they would do goat,
yeah,
he would eat that too. He'd be the only one that would eat it.
Yeah, but then, I eat it too. Yeah, I know.
But then there's the way they at least Mexico, right? The way they name certain things.
Yeah.
There's times like we've already eaten it and we don't even know it.
Yeah.
The way they don't say, like, if it's cheeks, they don't say cachetes. They name it a different kind of way. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
Because one of the patients, she explained it to me last time that they had a taco guy, and that there was like 4 kinds of meats, and that one of them at the end she asked like, wait, what was that we had? Because that one went quick. And
it's kind of like renaming certain things, like in supplements, where it's the foreskin of babies.
Yeah.
In your supplements, they name it something else so that it doesn't say on the label, hey, this is foreskin of babies.
Baby foreskin. Oh, yeah, that was something we learned this week, right? When I told you, that's what they do with your baby's foreskin.
Yeah.
They sell it.
Yeah.
They don't tell you about it. They sell it.
Yeah, the subject on circumcision is why
is it being done? Yeah.
But anyway, we're talking about food here.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Mexicans already eat it.
Yeah.
Cabeza and lengua. Like we're already eating parts of the animal that's the head, literally, cachetes, right? Cheeks.
Yeah.
So head, cheeks, and tongue. As far as I know, I don't think. Well, what else can you eat? Right, the brain.
Yeah, the brain.
And, and I eat the eye of the fish too, but I don't think I've ever eaten brain.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
On accident.
Is it good? Oh, okay.
It was so I got tricked into. I didn't even know it. It was at a family thing. I remember I was in line with the tacos and I saw these little cute tacos. They were so tiny, and they were I don't know if they were fried or not, but anyways, I saw them and then I was like, oh, I'll get some of those too. And they're like, oh, like, you like tacos de seso? And I was like, yeah, sure, I grabbed them, went to the table, noticed not really anybody had them.
Yeah.
And I was just like, huh. And it was with Diane's mom.
Yeah.
And then she was just like, you like tacos de seso? And I was like, I don't know. This is the first time trying. And then Diane told everyone, don't tell her. Don't tell her what it is. Let her try it. And then I bit into it, and it was so chewy. Like, there was no taste to it, though. Okay. But it's just, texture for me. I can't do it. You have a little salt on it, doesn't it? Probably. I only ate one, and I was just like, I can't do it. And her mom ate the rest of them for me. Because I couldn't do it. But anyways, that's cow brain. Okay. Tacos de seso is cow brain.
Okay.
But it was just,
All right. Well, but you and I are different. Like, I'll eat liver,
Yeah.
I'll eat the tripas, the guts.
Hmm.
Mm.
Did you know you're the only one in your family that eats that stuff?
Really?
Yeah. I asked your mom, like, where did it come from?
Yeah.
And because I asked her if I forgot what I asked her if she liked.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, no, no, no. And I was like, oh, she likes it a lot.
I love tripas.
Yeah.
Tripas
Oh, I gave
doradas.
out your name. I just gave out your name.
I'm gonna bleep the shit out of it. I didn't even know it came out so natural.
Right now,
It came out
yes.
so natural. I'm gonna have to bleep it out. Let's move on. Look, China, they do the fish, they do the lamb, the duck, rabbits, and more. So we do the fish as well.
Yeah.
We don't do duck or rabbit.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
They do duck?
I've eaten rabbit. Well, not heads, right?
No.
But just like the meat. We've eaten rabbit, snake, deer.
Well, you know what?
I don't know about duck.
Because I'm like American.
You're super
I'm not like from
Americanized.
Mexico. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Probably have had duck and I can't remember. We'll ask my mom today.
see if she's had some pato.
I'm sure she has, to be honest with you.
Okay. So in the Arctic, everything.
Well, they
These guys
have
are
to.
savages. Yeah.
They have to.
Well, you don't know that. They can go fishing.
Well, I mean, what if you don't like fish?
Well, they're fucked. Iceland,
oh my
sheep's head.
God.
Damn. Would you take a bite out of that? Just, ah.
No, I can't see the face like that.
Really?
Nah, they gotta chop it up for me.
But you try it.
Yeah.
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 Let's see. What we got here?
Oh. The
Everything but the beak of the
songbird.
songbird. Oh, you can see it. Look, dude. I think this is the body. This is the head.
Yeah.
Would you eat a little songbird? No.
Well, there's birds in the background. They heard.
Let me see. What
I'm
else?
telling you, they have to have it chopped up.
Calf head. We talked about this. This is cabeza, right?
Yeah.
Right? Is it sheep or calf?
Yeah.
Huh.
Tacos de cabeza. Usually it's beef. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we eat that shit. This I thought was good. So South Korea, they'll be eating I love octopus, as you know.
Yeah.
And in some of these Asian restaurants, they have the whole, like a little baby octopus, and it's a whole little baby octopus, and they cook it,
Yeah.
and we just throw them back. They're delicious. People hate this, though. You hate this. You don't even bother.
Well, it's because I don't know what it is, like mariscos, like seafood and stuff.
Yeah.
I like it, but I don't like it. If that makes sense.
Nope.
It's a love-hate thing.
Okay.
It's only when I crave it. The thing is, I don't like raw things
Okay, gotcha.
like that. Yeah.
So bougie.
I know.
Chicken heads. I've never had a chicken head.
I need to ask my mom. Because I don't think they would throw the heads away.
No.
Remember I told you my dad in the backyard, he would just chop off their heads and
That's
let them run.
Dang.
Poor chicken.
Deer head. I'd eat some deer. Oh, I have eaten some deer. Deer's good.
Yeah.
I like deer. So I'd eat the fuck out the head. Let me see. Fish is very popular. I feel like monkey brains in China. Damn. Indonesia and Vietnam. I should leave those out. Would you eat some monkey brain?
It's squishy though.
It's squishy?
I can't do
Yeah,
it.
that looks gross.
It does.
I'd try it. So pig. Pig is pretty common because we're in the U.S. I guess that's it. Nothing too crazy. I mean, it's just... I'm sure some vegan out there is like having a fit right now. It's murder. You know? Oh, wait. You can't see my shoulder shrugging there. All right. I think we're done.
Okay.
I think we're done. Let me see. Yeah, we'll end it here. All right, babe. That's it. We did
Felt
it.
like a pretty long episode.
I know. I got to edit the crap out of this. Okay, so let's get out of here. Yeah. All right. Say bye.
Bye.
See ya.